Yeah.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Bears offense is on the field for the first time today. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Right, how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys, and really was ready for the run on that play.
They'll keep it on the ground, off right tackle. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's the handoff. Turns it on in midfield. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Give to the running back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Bears! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So an 82-yard drive there, and they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out.
Where's Lakeisha Ray?
Get fast,
powerful relief of your worst symptoms, like nasal congestion. Claritin clears. Hey guys, there's a change in the air. Two changes. The 3-row luxury TX, because everyone should feel like it's their view.
Let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at
9 days until the NFL draft. So what better time to talk some sleepers heading into the big day? Mel, the floor is yours.
one matchup to
All right, David Walker started his career at D2 Southern Arkansas. They go to Central Arkansas. In 3 years, he averaged 10 sacks and 21 tackles for loss. He is a handful. He is a problem off the edge. At 6'1", 263 pounds. Strong, quick, plays fierce. 32 arm length. Same arm length as Trey Hendrickson. Like this kid, David Walker from Central Arkansas in the 3rd or 4th round.
Laura, we just heard Mel give you a guy who could go on day 2. I think Jaden Tate, who's not a sleeper in the general, could go on day 1. Big, powerful wide receiver who spent 2 seasons at Iowa State, ran 4.47 during the pre-draft process, right around 215 pounds. Has some inside-outside versatility as well. If he ends up somewhere in that 28 to 35 range, will not be surprised whatsoever, at least in my eyes.
So here we go with the wide receivers. Draft full of talent at the receiver position. In their latest mock, you see Mel and Phil's 4 wideouts taken off the board in round 1. So Mel, the next receiver off the board after Travis Hunter, of course, is Matthew Golden to the Cowboys. Oh, why Golden there?
He's done everything right since the beginning of the season. Lamar came from the Houston Cougars to the Texas Longhorns, was kind of underpublicized, coming into Texas, but he became the guy, the go-to option all year for Quinn Ewers when Arch Manning filled in when Ewers was hurt. A guy like this, Matthew Golden, to run a 4.29 on the heels of the year where he had 9 games where he averaged over 20 yards a catch, sealed the deal. That he was behind Travis Hunter as wide receiver 2. Take Hunter out of the equation as that dual threat. He's wide receiver 1, moves ahead of Tyrone McMillan from Arizona as the guy that I think could have some interest. The Dallas Cowboys, middle of the 1st round. That pushes Amari and Hampton running back North Carolina down to Denver. Matthew Golden to Dallas or Arizona. Somewhere in that middle of the 1st round area is as far as he's going to drop.
I love the way that Mel sort of summarized who Matthew Golden was this year. He was the go-to guy, but he was also the big play guy. And it's not all the time that you can have both of those sorts of receivers in one. He understands leverage. He understands still how to run his route. And his acceleration in and out of breaks is absolutely top tier. I believe if it wasn't for Travis Hunter's ball ability and obviously what he's shown on both sides of the football, we'd be talking about Matthew Golden more. But it's not about just what happened on tape this year. You've seen all of those things in the testing that shows you he's that explosive, he's that dynamic, and I expect him to be a star very early.
Coach, you've got the Texans drafting Tyrone McMillan to a little later, further down in the previous mock. Are there concerns there? What's happened? There were times when McMillan was ahead of Golden.
And I still haven't had a Golden in my rankings. He's the 14th player in my big board, 1 spot ahead of Matthew Golden. You know, we do this thing in the pre-draft process. We start to overthink prospects. And I think that's where we've landed with Tyrone McMillan. Maybe the 40 time is right around 4.55. I scouts tell me 4.53 and also 4.57 at his approach. There's a lot of good. You can't be overlooked. Tyrone McMillan, back-to-back seasons with 1,300 plus receiving yards. Explosive red zone threats. Got an excellent catch rate. I think a more precise route runner than you expect for a player who's 6'4" and 1/8 of an inch, 219 pounds. I just think that where you can basically turn a 50-50 ball into much more like a 75-25 ball for a player, the separation skills are a little bit less important for a guy who has the body type and the ball style of Tyrone McMillan. Houston obviously has a gigantic wide receiver lead.
So, god damn. It don't matter. I'm running with their playbook and
simply put.
It's closed. Whack.
Separation. Okay, contested catches in college went the way of Tyrone McMillan. In the NFL, the best in the world is covering the guys, and all of a sudden now it may change. But that's the only reason why you would go in the head. Separation first out of the spray.
Their offensive playbook isn't bad. Their defensive playbook, well, it's not theirs, but. Oh, good job, baby.
How many games are in a season?
Like 12, 13.
Yeah, it really is like splitting hairs. Prospects, as we know. All right, Look at this. He's squatting over 500 pounds. Let's see this video here. I mean, RC, this is insane.
Stop going back to these high schools and using all of these people's weight to pull out a bar at one time. We get it, Nick. You're really strong. We understand the freaking bars bending. He's gonna have to probably have to buy these people an entire
Yeah, it's bad though. Can we get it back? Chase him.
I'm happy for him, though. This guy's been through so much with all these injuries. And look at him. He's out there getting right back. 500 pounds? 500.
How many times do I have to squat to get to 500 pounds?
What are you squatting these days?
About 10.
I'm trying to laugh.
You can't have a play without the Atlanta Hawks. It's collectively bargain. Oh, true. Fourth year in a row for them. Hawks Magic tonight. Golden State, Memphis. Dubs and Grizzlies also play in bets. So, we'll go around that horn. And what's to make of the New York Giants working out Shedeur Sanders after signing Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston? Let's go around the horn.
Blow that shit up, 3. Good job. Yeah, I don't like this. I'll take the coaches to the extra plays for the rest of the minute or 2 minutes.
How Golden State fell back into the play-in and if
Look at
comes
that,
back on offense, a Grizzlies dub tonight. Regular season was 3-1 Golden State. However, Memphis, one win, was one of the wackiest games of the season, if you remember. They won by 51. Curry was over in that game in December. So, Hawks Magic, they played 4 times since mid-February, and the two have split. Trae Young going to be up for playing Hall of Fame with another big game in the playing tournament. And but look here, let's start with tonight in San Fran. Ramona, I spot
Middle! Come on, y'all. Oh, good move, too.
Tell us why and how you think things playing out tonight.
In Disbay.
I'm gonna restart. I'm using TCU playbook and a random defense. And I need to change my kick returner number. He wearing like 85 or something crazy. Dan Marino, who's it? Jamie Marino.
They look old, tired, like they haven't been able to summon their best when they needed it this last week of the season. And, Draymond had a funny quote this week. We're not senior citizens. No disrespect to senior citizens. We love our senior. But, they've been doing it the hard way all year long, and I think they seem tired.
Damn, tried to set him up.
Better since they fired Taylor Jenkins. Jaren Jackson Jr. is really good against the Warriors when he can stay out of foul trouble. So if he's on the court, I think the Warriors could be in some trouble.
So you like the Grizzlies in this game?
Danny Ocean for Heisman.
Around the horn, yeah.
Tommy, you're like my little sister, and I love you, but you are so wrong about this. I saw Memphis in the last game. They were lifeless, listless, not interested in playing. I think they're actually coming into this game going, we can beat the Kings.
I should have jumped. I should have jumped for it instead of that.
Not going to win on the West Coast against the Warriors since we haven't won on the West Coast all year long. I just don't think Memphis is going to give them much of a game, to be honest with you. Jimmy Butler in that lineup against them, he was
Oh, let me out of there, game.
so I think that you're going to see a totally different Warriors team. They've got a couple of days rest, so I don't think they're that old and that tired. So give me the Warriors at home in this critical game. Houston Rockets are vulnerable. That's who they want.
David Dennis Jr. around the horn, yeah.
Sorry, Ramona, I'm going to go on the limb and side with the other 21 or so people to pick the Warriors over the Grizzlies here this time. And a large part of it is the fact that the Grizzlies are 1-14 since the All-Star break against teams that are above 500. They have not looked good in these situations. Last time they went out there, Steph hung 50-plus points on them. And this is a do-or-die game, and the Warriors know this. This game is a difference from going into the first round and having a real shot against the Houston Rockets, or having at best going to have to go on the road in OKC on 2 days rest. This is a make or break game for the Warriors team. They show up in these moments. Jimmy Butler is also a play-in all-star right there alongside Trae Young. I think that the Warriors
Damn, he just missed it.
The Golden State team. I believe you said that though before their game against LA on Sunday, David Dennis Jr., and it broke them just a little bit. Frank Isola around the horn.
This is makier and breakier.
Go ahead, Frank.
Make it 22 or so that believe that the Warriors will win. A couple of numbers, and you mentioned them, Steph scored 52 on April 1st, but in December they lost by 51. Those are two extremes right there. The Warriors, their rebounding has been an absolute mess, but Draymond Green said it when they made the trade for Jimmy Butler. He believed they were a championship team. If you're a championship team, you have to win this game. If they have to host a game on Friday, turn around and go to Oklahoma City, they are not going to win 3 playoff series in the Western Conference. It's just not going to happen. I think they will get it done tonight because they have to
go around the horn on the other game. Atlanta and Orlando. Ramona Shelburne around the horn to you.
Timeout called by the offense.
I like the Magic here. They have the best player in the series. That's Halliburton.
Okay. Woody Page?
Just enough time for one more
I agree with Al Michaels and Loving Spoonful. Do you believe in magic? Yes, I do.
David Dennis Jr. I like that.
Banchero and Wagner have combined for 60 points against this Hawks team this season. I know it's the Trae Young Invitational, but the Orlando Magic is doing it.
That's 3 for the Magic and Frank Isola.
Going up top.
Yeah, the word magic applies to both cities. I'm not going to get into that. But Trae Young
He didn't even try.
goes on the road. He's just mentally tough as a player, as you're going to
He's a big game hunter.
I like Atlanta. They got long defense.
Come back.
3-1 in both games. 3 Golden State.
Let's go to.
And 3 Orlando over Frank's Atlanta. Move on. Shedeur Sanders in the spotlight. And in Las Vegas last night to meet with the Raiders.
How's Fumigali?
Their interest in him is obvious, and they think 6.
I feel like Crabtree. I'll just try you here just for the sake of the shit. And Polanco.
And they just acquired Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston. So what's that about?
Yeah, none of y'all can do it. Steve Smith can do it. Hangstone. Polanco.
Sanders the number 1 QB in the draft, but the way he does a mock draft along with Field.
Yo. Hell yeah.
Number 9 to the Saints, and that's a destination that became buzzy this week with the injury news surrounding Derek Carr. Lots to pack in there. Frank Isola, how do you view Sanders' availability this week through the Raiders and Giants, and also the Saints involved?
Yeah, I'm asleep at the wheel. I ran into Ronnie Barnes alongside Trent.
You been to hop on the game?
I should have said, are you guys going to take Sanders with the pick that you
That's
have?
a bit. Well, yeah. All right.
I think the Giants should have made their 2 picks. And when you're that coach and you're that GM and you're under a lot of pressure to win now,
What am I doing? And I'm changing Fumigali's. I mean, not Gilligan's number.
They're trying to get other teams to bid to move up in the draft. I think it's a smart play.
So you say smoke screen where there's fire and ice, there's a little bit of smoke.
Damn, Big Ross.
How do you see it?
Yeah, there is a reason that the Sanders family has opted not to have Shedeur in that green room for the draft. That means to me that they are anticipating some sort of drop-off from that top of that draft pick, and that's going to land him, to me, right there at the number 9 with New Orleans, who have to get this thing done, especially now with their QB out, and especially as a rookie quarterback being really the only option that you can get when you are in cap hell/cap purgatory as the Saints are in. Having a good to great rookie quarterback will help with that. Saints have to get this job done.
Does it mean a trade then? If they are threatened by the Giants taking him at number 3, David Dennis Jr.?
I don't think they'll trade up to 3 because I don't think they believe that the Giants are going to get him. Maybe they'll trade up to 8 if they believe that somebody's going to take that Panthers spot to get him. But the Saints have to do what they can to get him.
Woody Page.
David, you have great taste in NFL teams and where they're going to draft, but your taste in music just sucks. You want to know the truth.
That is an unfair characterization of our pre-show routine. David picked the music today as we sat down. Let's get it all out there then, since we're going to bring this up, Woody Page. David picked the music. Woody didn't like it. Go ahead.
Yeah, Saints, that's the team he's going to, whether it's 8th or 9th or whether they have to move up even to 7th to get him. But the Giants are only coming out here for one reason. Like everybody else, they want a trip to Colorado. And why not, while you're here in Boulder, nice town, you're going to check out the quarterback and kind of confuse everyone. And so suddenly teams are going to want to try and move up to that spot. And that's exactly
all right, you sound like you think it's making it more smoke screen from the Giants. Ramona Shelburne, what do you read?
Totally, I think you're right. That when you opt not to go to the green room, it's because you think you might fall. You don't want all those camera views. But I don't know, Coach Todd and his family do things differently. They have a show on Amazon. Maybe there's something we don't know about why he's this to say, we're open for business. Anybody want to move up? Like, you know, we probably aren't going to take this guy, but we're trying to pretend we have enough interest here that if you're interested.
I think I agree with you, Ramona. When you're a Sanders, every room you're in is a green room. Last word, Frank Isola.
That's right.
We all know
Okay.
it's an important position in sports. If the Giants believe that Sanders is the guy, by all means, take them. I don't think that they believe he's the guy. Why did they make these moves during the offseason? I think they're open for business, and they should be open for business.
We'll put a footnote in here right now. Woody Page, your chalkboard today? Is it today? It was only Page. And yeah, Kurt Millo's line about Page Beckers, our other Page in the world.
Welcome to Fort Worth, Texas, at AMG Carter Stadium. At any time the TCU Frogs take the field, they have a standard, a legacy to live up to. One that was established by the likes of Slingin' Sammy Ball, Davey O'Brien, and LaDainian Thomas. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Bagel Bears, taking on another team from the Big 12, the TCU Horned Frogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Bruce Davis, David Polligan, Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going.
Damn, see? Fuck. Kick it to Crabtree at least, yeah. Come on, kid. Come on, kid. Come on, kid. I pressed the wrong button. I just had a little spaz. Last meeting, I lost by 8 at the end of the game. That's all right, though. I'm down 9 on the rivalry. Yeah, let me roll up and beat their ass, y'all.
Where are all the animals, Dad?
Don't know, kiddo. Just another day. It's a rare thing with someone you've been with for so long finds a way to surprise you. It's like discovering E-Trade's easy-to-use platform now comes with expert insights from Morgan Stanley to help you navigate the markets.
Mom can speak walrus?
We are trying really hard to get you Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, but there is only so much we can do here. You're gonna have to meet us halfway. Well, the whole way, actually.
TaxAct doesn't expect you to have all the answers. That's why we've got experts on hand who do.
Blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm control.
Throw it right fucking to him. That guy ran over.
And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that
what's
here
happening?
today. What a great tracking the ball down.
What the fuck?
And stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Off the play fake on first down.
Behind me, corner. No. Good job, Zero. Shit, it took a long ass time.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
To the air, it's John. Fires complete on the crosser. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Horned Frogs have pushed it inside the 20. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. Between the uprights, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after the pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this round.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He'll let it go down the right side. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define
wow.
your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the first down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. The Bears getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. And the Bears have this offense rolling. Looking to move it through the air. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Oh, man. The quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked up.
Touch pass on the line. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting him to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, hey, catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say to the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another day.
Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. The give to the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next one.
They'll try the run. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need it.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
In Michael Porter Jr., but I do know I'm not listening to what other people are saying. I'm listening to what I'm saying. It is a core belief of Woody Page, and I will reward that now. David Dennis Jr., please.
Woody Page has a better chance of listening to Kendrick Lamar after this show than Michael Porter Jr. has of being the next one. Throw that out of the way immediately. The thing about the Suns and what you're going to get out of Kevin Durant, as Ramona said, is not what you would have gotten at the trade deadline. This is not going to be a franchise-saving trade no matter where he goes, which is why the big move that the Phoenix Suns are going to make, which I know they're saying that is not going to happen. I know both camps are saying it's not going to happen. Devin Booker is out of there. He's going to look at what the situation is, and he's going to look and say,
He's got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism.
I could be, a good player on a bad team right now, but he's going to want to move out of there.
They're one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3. He's looking to throw.
Shit.
Let's it fly.
Woo.
Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing the ball, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
On the move from inside his spot. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens.
Woo, 7. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah.
Now you understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Wide out in motion. He's out past the 35. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Got his man quickly. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Last time these two got together, it was a tight one, Jesse.
Seems like every time these two teams play, the game just feels faster, right? Because it is a rivalry game. There's just a greater sense of urgency when we see these teams match up.
The fans feel it. They know it. There's so much to it. They think about it all year long. When you talk about the next game on the schedule, they're always looking forward to this.
Dropping back, it's John. Trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here. offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Pressure coming. Launched out of the pocket. He's going to run it. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fools.
Oh, man.
Nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. First down to start the drive after the break. Give to the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Snagged in the middle. It's stopped. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. He'll come out throwing on first down. Steps away to find some room.
Good. Barry Black.
Forces the incompletion on first down. Couldn't make the play last time. Now it's 2nd and 10 from the 30. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Looking to throw it again. Floating away. Going to try to get it himself. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
You honestly can't really do it better than that. You can't. I mean, that was designed to be a pass play. Give the defense credit. They get some pressure. But this guy's just too good. He just instinctively knows when he needs to scramble and get out of dodge. And at that point, he's making good decisions. If a guy's open, he's throwing it. But if it's not, he's not even hesitating. I'm going to go get what I can get a first down with my speed and athleticism. Let's keep this drive rolling.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down.
Wow, really?
It's a busted play. Incomplete.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. Pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Little touch pass to the receiver. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He finds his man. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy.
I would trade for 5 draft picks and say, we're going to go for a same sort of strategy that the Thunder did. Look what.
Well, that's not a bad strategy. I can reward you for that. But Woody, you lost this showdown. When you didn't page for page. The feeling is mutual. Ramona takes a face cut.
His athleticism and skill, he's able to do that, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
We've seen throughout this drive success for the offense when they've been running the quarterback. Finally, though, the defense got it right. Everybody played their assignment. They honed in on them, and they got a big stop.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Bears moving quickly to the line. Trying to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Bears! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Working the middle, it's complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. And the Horned Frogs will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in, looking at his face. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Coming after it.
God.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a physical attack from the
Oh my God, 15.
Nice run there, good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped.
It really doesn't matter what the decision is on the RPO. When your defensive line can reset the line of scrimmage like that, get off blocks and make plays.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he wants it all. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires into traffic, picked off. Takes it the other way. And he will step out of bounds.
Out there and engaged and not worried about throwing grenades. John Morant is a great player, Tony. And he's got support from Jaren Jackson Jr., who's a defensive player of the year.
Get the ball back for his offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And that big gainer on the last one has him ready to go from inside the 10. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, TCU. A A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? You see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget. Oh, he goes! And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to
Oh,
get there.
my goodness. Come on.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. Quarterback checking off. Fine play action. Grab near the sticks. It's Dobbs. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
All right, defense. It ain't working. Right? We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Wants to throw on first down. Now improvising. They'll force him out of bounds.
Job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job of limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Trying to find his man on first down.
Back of the end zone. What a dime.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Baylor!
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
Booyah.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10.
Booyah.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. NC State has the lead right now. This team can really open up the playbook at times, but I'm not sure this game is over just yet. They're up by a field goal over West Virginia. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Got him.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments.
I'm going to agree essentially. We have seen Paige Becker for it seems like 10 years. 4 years ago, she was the college player of the year.
Let's see if they play it conservatively and try to get some of the yardage back on second and long from the 13. To the air, it's John. Getting some heat. And here's a fumble.
Safety!
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field, they got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Should be compared to those kids, okay? That's what that is about. But in terms of excitement, since you've seen one and you haven't seen the other,
the kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. Catches it at the 30.
Polanco. Oh boy, get the ball. Let's go.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field.
Danny Ocean every time.
Really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese.
What they call riffle?
Drive, they got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game.
Sheffield win, more majors moving forward. Toss up. When did France become the basketball capital of the world? Have they won any Olympic gold medals? I don't think so. Here's what they've got. What do they got? They got the first 2 NBA picks. I'll tell you what. They got some young players who made the MVP award. Okay, first of all, they've already won.
TDs.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Lets it fly deep downfield.
Oh, you lucked out, boy.
And he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. After the misfire, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Dances away to buy time. Couldn't find anyone open here.
Dog. They did not beat your ass like that. Nah, get into your fucking route.
Another play, it'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. It's caught. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll throw it on first down. Connection to the right. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. He's looking to throw.
Get in there.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bears! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return runs.
Polanco always get free shots on boys. Ain't gonna tackle shit.
TCU has it back in the Horned Frogs go on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
Well, you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul, but I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Home recommendation. They know what I want, people look what I do. A home that's just right.
Yeah. Upset stomach? Ibirogast. Indigestion? Ibirogast. Gliding? Ibirogast. It's a unique combination of herbs. Ibirogast helps relieve 6 digestive symptoms to help you feel better.
Back to throw, it's John.
Damn.
Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. Like this offense.
Fires in the trap again, intercepted. Taking it the other way. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty.
Nah, he got some athleticism for sure. He be getting cooked, but if that ball is underthrown, he'll jump up and grab that bitch all the time. He really does that.
Force a turnover, and you already set your offense up in scoring position. They are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Thank you. And Haley, thank you very much. Thank Karen Bobby. Yeah. Atlanta's got some terrific young players.
And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work.
And then Dyson Daniels is, a player.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass from the jet sweep. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! And the route is on. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm them down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit.
Oh, good throw.
Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. Looking to throw, it's John. Quickly complete.
Yeah, don't be trying to run nobody over now. Don't get too crazy. Don't get too crazy.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
From the shotgun,
got him. Got him. Boy, 16 come downhill. That's cool.
Second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but
oh, me too. Let me get some too.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Inside the 45.
Nah.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Got his man on the right. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Oh, you overran it, 12.
Well, somebody's been doing their box jumps.
Wait, Ryan, getting up in the air. Hey, listen, I'm taking a picture of that, saving it. That might be my screensaver on my phone. That vertical way up in the air.
And the extra point was good. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Man, sometimes it just gets frustrating, and you've just been beat down all day. This defense hasn't had answers, but now you can't let them run the football and just run it down your throat and be physical. This defense has to do something different and find a way to make something happen.
They'll run the option. Now the toss. He's inside the 10. Can anyone catch it? Touchdown Bears! And the pummeling has started.
When these offenses get in the rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Rutgers is currently ahead in this one. The folks in Piscataway have been in a frenzy all week, but they're in the birthplace of college football. This one is close. They're up by 10 over. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And off from the shotgun. Oh, what a move. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a crease. It's Marino. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight end and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, the
yeah, turn your bitch ass back in there. Yeah.
A 3rd down try for the offense. Looking downfield, it's John.
Be there.
He's got it.
Good catch. Damn. That's a big ass dude, though. How big is he?
Welcome to the show, the one with unimaginable power and endless entertainment. You can't help but be awed by it all. Sunday Night Baseball. Every Sunday, all season on ESPN.
Happy time, people. Happy 58th birthday, Dara Torres. Torres was on the United States Olympic swim team in 5 different Olympics. She was in Los Angeles in 1984 when she was 17 years old. She was in the 1988 Olympics in Seoul. She was in the 1992 Olympics in Barcelona. She was in the 2000 Olympics in Sydney. And in 2008 in Beijing, Torres became the oldest American swimmer to make our Olympic team at 41. Torres won 4 Olympic gold medals, all in relays.
6'5", 189, 6'5", 185. They probably people out there with her.
Are on the move.
53, 100 free, and 100 butterfly. She won silver in 2008 at 41 years old.
Red pass, it's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. The pull and throw off the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. The Horned Frogs will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep.
Following Pennington's quarterback selections were Giovanni Farmazzi, Chris Redmond, Gene Martin.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Fires to the tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Quarterback checking the play. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Skips away from pressure.
Damn.
He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play.
In the history of sports and the history of this country. So as you, I think this is the most important single event that ever happened in sports.
On second down, wants to throw it. Moving out of the pocket.
Oh my God, Corey.
And it's picked off for the third time.
I think you can say enough or write enough about how important that is.
Why do it? 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 Why do it?
And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like,
Oh my God.
didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Defense in press coverage. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. Touchdown, TCU! And they take it in for 6 more points. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half, man, it looked like it was bleak, it looked like it was ugly, but now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jeff.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it. Right? If you're going to be a great player, you've got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Luis Suarez said Lionel Messi wants to play for Argentina in next year's World Cup. That makes sense.
They say it's on a lot of that. This was a great play.
39. You know, it's the world. Yeah. But he's also a player that World Cup is going to be in Mexico, the United States, and Canada.
That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the end. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Fast motion from the offense. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll keep it himself. Kept it and he's past the mark. Breaks a tackle and he's got room. Touchdown, Baylor! And the stomping has commenced.
Yeah.
They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
Man, he took off and went. God, the quarterback made the read quickly. You could tell he wanted to take off with the football. And how dangerous is he that he just started chewing up yards and running away from the defense. Nice run by the quarterback.
You've done 1,000 joining us from LA. So let's start with you. What more can you tell us about Jimmy and Steph and their preparation?
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his spot. He smashes his way through again. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. Quickly complete.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big leads, and you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle.
Fires and picked off. He'll try to take it back. And a big
try to pitch that hoe.
And as a defensive lineman, late
Tricks.
in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this.
Oh, Dick's Trail.
Get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Come on, 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 come on.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Offside. Defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
And the defense tried to cheat a little space and get in that neutral zone, but it's still first and goal. Scanning the field, it's Yates. He caught it! Touchdown, Bears! And the beatdown has ensued. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Rutgers is piling on the points here today. They've opened up a massive lead in what's shaping up to be the kind of blowout neither side will soon forget. They're up 14 over Akron.
Actually goes, but Mel Kiper Jr. has him as the top-ranked quarterback in this year's draft class, ahead of projected top pick Cam Ward. Now Sanders set Colorado's single-season records and passing touchdowns and in yards while leading FBS in completion percentage. All right, senior NFL insider Adam Schefter joins us now with more. And Shefty, what more can you tell us about this private workout for Shedeur on Thursday?
Well, Kelsey, the Giants are putting an awful lot of work into a lot of quarterbacks. They're going to privately work out Shedeur Sanders, Jalen Milroe, Shuck. So a lot of quarterbacks getting a lot of extra time. But there's no quarterback that the Giants have put any more time into than Colorado's Shedeur Sanders. They were at most, if not all, of his games this season. They attended his practices. He came to New York to visit on a top 30 visit. They went to his pro day. Now they're going to have a private workout on Thursday in Boulder. And clearly, the Giants are trying to make a decision about whether or not to take Shedeur at 3, to trade back into the first round, to try to get him at a later spot in the first round. But they are weighing whether or not to make a big, bold move and a big bet on Shedeur Sanders. The sense around the league is that there is support for Shedeur within certain segments of the Giants organization, but not all. And we'll see how that manifests itself and plays out in the days leading up to the draft next Thursday in Green Bay.
As you mentioned, just over a week from the draft, they do have the 3rd pick, and ESPN Bet has over-under set for his draft pick at 8.5. So we'll see how that shakes out. Meanwhile, the Saints are sitting at number 9 now, but after last week's news, the quarterback Derek Carr is dealing with a shoulder injury that could threaten his availability this season. The question is, will they stay at the 9th pick? The Panthers pick ahead of them at 8th and could potentially dictate how things go. Here's GM Dan Morgan earlier today.
We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. A strike downfield. Bust through behind his pad. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. Right there, good pickup. It's still short of the first down. The completion short of the sticks. It's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give out of the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
There's been a lack of them. There's been more inactivity.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. He's looking downfield to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Marino. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. After the earlier field goal, they'll try again, this time a 43-yard attempt. It's good.
Let's not say they cut into the left field goal. Maybe just tweaked a little bit of the way with their fingernail.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. The Bears headed quickly to the line. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. They'll try try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. To the air, it's Yates. Quarterback floating away from pressure. It's complete to the right. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. He'll do it himself. Still on his feet at the 45. Quarterback gets enough. Touchdown, Baylor! And the punishment has been extended. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
That is why this quarterback is the perfect weapon in this offense. When you run these types of option plays, he is so dangerous in the open field. He can make people miss. He's got tons of speed, and we showed it right there.
He's a great player. I think we're in the business of keeping as many great players as we can. So there's always a lot of unpredictability with the draft. You just never know.
Andrew, who caught a career-high 11 touchdowns last season, is one of 3 tight ends since 2018 with 5,000 receiving yards and 40 receiving touchdowns. The other 2 are guys you may have heard of, Travis Kelce and George Kittle.
Still to come on SportsCenter, identify the ideal team that could take advantage of Travis Hunter's two-way abilities. Plus, the top contender that should make a trade offer as the Dolphins shop Jalen Ramsey. And the keys that will help the Hawkshaw Magic punch a ticket to the playoffs tonight. SportsCenter continues next.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And he caps things off with a scintillating 68-yard scoring run.
He's got plenty of upside.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Oh, good throw.
Got him downfield. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Comes out throwing on first down.
Oh, 3.
He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. To the air. It's John. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, and they corral the ball so they avoid the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
We were born on the battlefield and answered the call when America needed us most. The Jeep brand is
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning.
Choose your offer. Cash incentives or employee.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
With USPS Brown advantage, it's like your witness every step of the way.
The Horned Frogs will bring the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He's got great speed.
Damn.
Well, they finally stop him,
My finger slipped up to the controller.
on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and the Listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop him.
His man on the option. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, Dave. The Jimmies and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponents.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to crack.
He's loose. Just trucks through it. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Finds his big tight end. The ball squirts out. And the defense grabs it, and they're taking... Oh, it's loose. Well, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls off.
If he was being drafted by a franchise, which had a...
Oh, he was down anyway.
A Parcellian type figure, then, Bill Walsh, you would say, that guy will say, son, sit over here in the corner, I'll tell you where you're playing. Right. But the teams at the top of this draft don't have that coach. Right. So he's going to get to do
and the horn.
Tony, he played 170 snaps in one game this year.
Timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look.
Both sides of the ball, he had the greatest impact. This kid may be the greatest non-quarterback prospect, one of them we've seen in his...
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was
down.
The previous play will be overturned.
You can play both ways in college. You can play both ways in Ohtani pitches and he hits. This is a contact sport. You go out there for 100.
Yeah, right. Boom. He's down on the 19. Yeah, I saw that.
You go out there for 100.
But what happens for the rest of the play?
Yeah, it's too much. Yeah. So what he has to do is understand that a team is invested in him and wants him to be as great as he can be,
scoops it.
and doesn't want to see him laying
Then I
on
pitch
the
it back.
turf because the
Right.
players in the NFL are bigger,
Yeah,
stronger,
stay
and faster than he's used to. So the question is there a coaching staff out there that's smart to figure out how to use him 25 plays on one side, you would think 25 on the other, or even 15 plays on one side.
They've moved it to the 19, first and 10.
I think you have to say we'd like you to concentrate on this side of the ball.
He wants to throw. Quick completion on the out route. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. The Horned Frogs trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Back to throw, it's John. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Second and goal coming up. to throw. Fires to the end zone. And the pass hits, picked off. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
And it's spectacular. I am outside of Phoenix right now. I heard Stephen A. said the Suns were on the way to having the worst owner in NBA.
After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks,
level up, coach.
Schematically, to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well. You can tell they're starting to get in the groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate it.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Those guys couldn't do it, so how's Travis Hunter going to do it? He has to go back to Bednarik and Ball. And I was looking about that, actually, when that comes to a lot of my life walking, agreeing with me on, I think there is that part that we can figure at the top of the draft. I think there is the coaching staff, and that coaching staff is doing the Patriots. I think you need a head coach who is confident, borderline arrogant, who is job security, and something we like to call cookie bug. You start a player both ways. I think that's Mike Ravens' personality. And he has to coordinate. He's doing
clearer skin.